Okay, so Phyllis, so far again, we did a natural look for you. We're gonna let's bump it up a little bit.
All right,
Now
let's
this
go,
time
ladies.
we're gonna go like for an evening out on the town, a little glam. We're gonna do some contouring, a little bit of highlighting. We're gonna pop a lash on. I
Okay,
love a
we're
lash.
gonna pop a lash.
Pop a lash on, and then we're gonna change that lip color.
All
Won't
right.
take much, but okay. Here's part two.
All right, let's go.
Because Phyllis has this beautiful deep chocolate skin, colors really show up beautifully on her. So we're going to take her out on a night on the town now. We're going to glam it up, give her some color. And I'm going to work in the purple family because this is going to show up so beautifully on you. And I'm just putting it right on top of what I did already. And, you know, ladies, when you're transitioning from day to night, and you may be at work and you have something later that night, go ahead and just put that shadow right on top of what you have already. It will show up.
Dad, can I ask the ladies a question?
Yes, you may.
Ladies, how many of you are in a marriage that you've been in for decades and you're absolutely miserable?
Ooh, Phyllis.
You're absolutely miserable.
Miserable.
There's no intimacy.
Ooh, so what do you do with no intimacy in the marriage?
I'm not talking about sex,
Okay.
but there's none of that either.
Okay.
You still have desires.
Mhm.
You still have passions.
Mm-hmm.
You still want to just feel like a woman.
Ooh.
And we know that when your man holds you in his arms, he makes you feel just the intimacy of when he just holds you.
Oh,
How many of you are experiencing that?
wow.
You know, I am divorced. I went through counseling.
Mm-hmm.
I went through therapy.
And you know what? There's nothing wrong with counseling.
I
Nothing.
would suggest it for everyone
Mhm.
that is struggling in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not an advocate for divorce, but I'm also not an advocate for misery.
Ooh. Say that again.
You know,
You're not an advocate for divorce?
but I'm not an advocate for misery.
That is awesome, Phil.
And there's too many of us that are in miserable. You're miserable.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're miserable.
Wow. Wow.
But because of I have traditional Christian values.
Mm-hmm.
You get married, you stay married. God doesn't condone divorce, but then I had to ask myself, God doesn't condone misery either.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want me to be miserable
Mm-hmm.
in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want him to be miserable in a marriage.
No, he doesn't. He does not.
You know, and that's where courage came in.
Mm.
The courage to recognize that it was over.
Wow.
It was over.
Mm-hmm.
It had ran its course.
Mm-hmm.
No one was wrong. No one was right. It was just done.
It's done. And you know when it's done? I mean, you just know it?
And ladies, you know it's done. You know it's done.
Mm-hmm. Open. Pretty.
And it's probably been done for years.
Ooh.
Because mine was.
Wow. So is it ever a point where it's just been, you should have been gone, or?
Yeah, I should have been gone 6 years ago.
6 years. But then your kids were small.
Right, and...
Put your chin down. Like there.
Oh, yeah, and that's it. I'm going to stay there for the kids. How about they know you miserable also?
Mm.
And then I have girls. I did not want them to, I was not going to mimic being in an unhealthy, miserable relationship for my girls.
Open. Wow.
That was not going to be their normal. And it might sound extreme, but for me, it's a form of abuse, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that I wasn't going to do that to them. And then to myself either.
Mm-hmm.
I love Phyllis. I like her personality.
Phyllis is funny.
You know, I like her.
Mm-hmm.
And she deserved to be happy. And she's going to be.
Well, I tell you one thing, you have handled this whole thing, because I've known you before and after, but you've handled it with such grace, and I know that it's God who really
Where
helped
the grace was that? Because I didn't see it.
don't you dare. Phil, you did an outstanding job. Outstanding.
Ooh, you ain't seen them other days then.
I know, right? But see, but you knew what God carries you through all of them.
I mean,
He knew.
I've been curled up in the bathroom floor crying.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there were times where after the divorce,
Mm-hmm.
you know, was I going to call him up and, I'm sorry, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. Pick up for me. Yeah. So how do you, I mean, I'm sure there were some moments where you're like, did I really do the right thing here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
Mhm.
second guessed myself.
Okay.
Sure I did.
And what do you do in those cases?
Pray.
Pray. Mm-hmm.
Pray. Because I heard God before I did it. Trust and believe. I didn't enter into that
Mm-hmm.
lightly.
Mm-hmm.
I am a woman of God. I am a woman of prayer. And I prayed. And God told me, go towards the newness.
Open. So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
I know there had to be an opportunity or a time when he wanted to come back.
Girl,
how do you handle that? 'Cause
yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so what do you
went
do?
through that. Went through that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just let him know that he was just struggling through
Open and look up. Mm-hmm.
the transition.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm sure he was afraid also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I told him. He was just struggling through the transition
Mm-hmm,
too.
mm-hmm,
And it was going to be okay.
mm-hmm,
It is. It's going to be okay.
mm-hmm.
Because with comfort, I don't know about any of you lovely ladies, but I had to get rid of it. I had this raggedy old yellow robe. I had her for years. She needed to be thrown away.
I got a robe store.
I didn't want to throw her away.
You didn't?
No.
Why?
Because she was comfortable.
There's that word.
She was comfortable. But guess what? One day I went on Amazon and bought me a new robe. And I threw Old Faithful away.
That's so funny.
And we get comfortable.
Oh, wow.
And we'll get comfortable in our misery.
Ooh, that is so good.
And we'll get comfortable in the mundane. We'll get comfortable in the rut. But you know, deep down inside, you're just weeping.
Mm.
And you're miserable. And then it will start to show on the outside.
Mm.
Like Deb said, since my divorce, I've gained a good 20 pounds.
Not a bad 20. A good 20. You look good.
I've gained a good 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I was miserable, ladies.
You weren't eating, probably not really caring, looking after yourself.
I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't. You know.
Mm-hmm. But I'm glad to see you are looking so good. I saw a picture on your Facebook. I'm like, look at Miss Phyllis. I'm like, okay. Girlfriend is doing her thing.
I'm excited about Phyllis.
That is so awesome.
I'm just excited about me.
That is so awesome. I am so happy for you. And I'm so glad that you still have friends who are just kind of helping you along the way. And I know you have your church family who's been helpful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you're doing here, because I'm seeing something different in
Mm-hmm.
my face. It's shifting here.
Well, let's see. I'm doing what we're called contouring. And when you contour, you're actually highlighting a particular area. What you make lighter will come forward, and the darker things will be pushed to the back.
Okay.
So I'm making your nose more narrow. Okay, I haven't finished blending it in yet.
Right
But
there.
you know, sometimes we can have a little Michael Jackson looking nose.
Okay, let's go.
And then we can pump up our cheekbones
Well,
and things
let's
like
go
that.
in there.
Let's go. So contouring is fun because, you know, you really can do different things to change the shape of your face. Like if some women have a big forehead or a square forehead, there's things you can do to make it look more
Contouring.
narrow. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Again, makeup is just about, you know, the illusion of what you think you see. And it's just a lot of fun. So have fun with it, ladies. Don't be so serious with it all the time. It's okay.
Word for the day. Have fun with it. God, we're only here for a season. We're only here for a short period of time. Who wants to get to be 80 and look back over your life and you were miserable?
Isn't that something? Certainly not I.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Well, let's just talk about, would you marry again?
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it?
Yes.
Did you liked being married?
Yes. And I am vibrant. I'm a woman.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to marry again.
No,
Again,
come on,
men-
seriously. I mean, people do what they want. I know this is just the age where, you know.
Men respect women with standards.
Come on now.
Okay. You're the prize. Now, start talking about Jesus and see if they run for the hills.
Ooh.
Then they'll run for the hills. Then you'll know whether you're going to have someone that's a man of substance.
Look.
Or he's just trying to get in your panties.
Sometimes, you know, we ask, are you saved? They're like, yeah, I'm saved.
Yeah, but you got to walk it. The word said you will know them by their fruit.
All right now.
By their fruit.
By their fruit.
By their fruit.
Mm-hmm.
You can say whatever you want to out your mouth.
There you go. So we're going to just glam it up a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit more extra everything. But, of course, we're going to blend it down. And because she's going out on a night on the town, she's just going to be really feeling herself on this particular evening.
That is so pretty.
Well, you're pretty.
I like the purple.
I like the purple on you, too. It looks really good. Because of your skin tone, you can wear that. Ladies, don't forget to blend, 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 blend.
Say that with my ex, I give him all propers.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I did not do this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's an excellent father.
That's great. And I know he's as proud of your girls as
Yes.
as you are. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's an excellent father. I take nothing away from him. You know?
That's awesome. And I like how you don't run him down.
For what?
Because a lot of women can, you know, after they get divorced and they're going to run them down.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Especially for your kids. You don't have to.
And then let's be real, that speaks to your character too, okay? You slept with this man. You married this man. Okay, so why is he a dog now? Okay, well, was he a dog when you married him? Was he a dog when you were sleeping with him? Okay, people change. People make bad decisions. How many of them did you make? Because I made some. I made a lot of them. You know. So no, I will not disparage his name. I will not
was
do
that
that.
word you used earlier? You said, I will not malign him.
No, I will not. It's the
love it.
father of my children.
Awesome.
And will always be the father of my children. I will not do that to him.
We're going to change your lip color.
Okay.
We're going to go with a purple. I'm going to put your hair up. Don't tell me that ain't pretty on you, girl.
Wow.
Well, we're done.
Yay.
It's my beautiful Phyllis.
I cannot express how talented she is.
Oh, you ready for a
In
night out on the
spirit, truth,
Aw.
and makeup, ladies. You know, it has been my pleasure to be here with Deb today. I pray that I help somebody.
Well,
you
let
know.
me ask you this. if you can give some final words of encouragement of ladies going through a divorce, what would you say to them?
Be true to yourself. Be true to you.
Be true to you.
Be true to you. Because if you're divorcing, that means you were married. And if you were married, somewhere in there, you might have lost who you were.
Aw.
So rediscover her and be true to her.
Be true.
Have some fun. Bye, y'all.
Well, again, this is Deb, the Second Beauty You. Please forgive me. Right now, it's just like, hey, this is real editing right here. I mean, real shooting. But remember, your second beauty really is your true beauty. It's true. Your second beauty is your true beauty. So let's embrace it and let's go. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Hey, this is Deb. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and catch me on Facebook and Instagram under Second Beauty You and Gracious Makeup Artistry. Bye-bye.